Between Rigathi Gachagua and Dr. William Samoei Ruto, who is betraying who? Is it William Ruto betraying Rigathi Gachagua, or Rigathi Gachagua is betraying William Ruto the same way he betrayed Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta when he was the deputy president? Welcome back to Vana Media. My name is Boniface Wino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. I would like us to discuss this issue of who is betraying who between Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto, that is the president of the Republic of Kenya. Yesterday, there is one of the greatest ally called JEREMIA Kioni was hosted in Hot 96 FM. And there is something that Kioni talked about. He talked about two things that I would like us to discuss. The first thing that he talked about, he said that Rigathi Gachagua, that is the deputy president, has been betrayed by William Samoei Ruto. And the people that William Ruto is using to betray Rigathi Gachagua are the closest friends that he has. And even those people do not know that they're being used to betray Rigathi Gachagua. The second thing that he talked about, he said that Rigathi Gachagua is already forming a political party that he's going to use to vie for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya coming 2027. So
I did it even before 1 year was over, and I told him, Gachagua, Ruto is through with you. Kazi yako imekwisha. I said that when I was in Nyahururu. And I think 12 months later, he has come to see that he has been isolated, he's been abandoned, he is alone. His own people are being used, his own friends are being used to fight him, and those friends don't even know that their turn will also come. Ni saa hii tu wanatumiwa kumchapa kabla pia wao wachapwe. The game here is over. Mount Kenya, you don't wake up. People from Mount Kenya, 50 years down the line, mutakuwa mkisema kulikuwako na uongozi Kenya hii. We have been told of the plans that have been hatched in quiet places.
And what are the plans?
That you remain out of power for 50 years. We do not have to be in power, but you cannot scheme us out of power. Let it be normal. Yes. And you cannot scheme us when we are alive, listening. Haiwezekani. Yes.
So those are the things that I would like us to discuss. Now, somebody might ask that who is this JEREMIA Kioni and how does he know all these things? JEREMIA Kioni is one of the greatest, one of the organizers of the Limuru 3. It means that during, let me bring it close. During the time of the Jubilee Party, during the reign of President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, JEREMIA Kioni was the CS, was the Secretary General, was the CG, Secretary General of the Jubilee Party. It means that he was the greatest and the closest ally of Uhuru Kenyatta during the time of the Jubilee Party's reign. So it means that JEREMIA Kioni knows almost everything that is happening in the government, that happened in the government, and he knows almost all the loopholes. So in case there is something that wants to be done or is being done in the government, JEREMIA Kioni is amongst the people that knows it before it happens, because they know, they can sense when something bad wants to happen. Another thing that can tell us who JEREMIA Kioni is, and even the way he operates things, that JEREMIA Kioni is very much close to the former president, that is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So there are some of the things that might happen, might be happening. We think that maybe Uhuru Kenyatta is not involved, but sometimes he might be involved. As long as JEREMIA Kioni is involved, there is high chances of Uhuru Kenyatta being involved in things like this. I remember there was a time that JEREMIA Kioni said something like that. For those who are fighting to be kingpin, or to replace Uhuru Kenyatta to become the kingpins of the mountain, you have a lot to do and you need to learn from Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, back to our question, or back to now our discussion. This is the depth of the discussion. The big question is William Samoei Ruto betraying Rigathi Gachagua? The answer is, according to me, The answer is yes. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because, okay, why did William Ruto decide to appoint Musalia Mudavadi to become the CS of the Minister of Foreign Affairs? Number one, he brought Musalia Mudavadi close to him so that Musalia Mudavadi could know what is happening within the government, so that when the right time comes, he will have already known what is happening and knows all the loopholes within the government. So that is one of the reasons why I feel like Rigathi Gachagua has been betrayed by William Ruto, because and then you find that the things that are supposed to be done by the deputy president were given to Musalia Mudavadi. And yesterday I was listening to one of the messages of Musalia Mudavadi when they were in Western, when he was talking about Natembea pushing them or talking ill about them, and he said something that right now, I said it in Swahili, that sasa hivi mimi ni mfanyikazi wa umma na kuna nyingine ambayo nitawaambia kule mbele. Shelewa.
Kwa kijiji unazidi kutusi Musalia, unazungumza mambo ya weta, and at the very highest level the leaders have shown magnanimity and they are moving forward, na wewe unazunguka kule. First of all, I will never be a governor. I did my role as an MP. I have finished. I am now a public officer. The other, I will tell you later.
So it was like, there is something that I need to tell you, but I will not tell you right now. I'll tell you in due time. You'll come to know it. So it means that this guy has been prepared by William Samoei Ruto for something that we don't know. Could it be that Musalia Mudavadi is being prepared to become the next deputy president coming 2027? Or not? That is a question for another day. Another suggestion or another reason as to why it might be clear to us that William Ruto has betrayed Rigathi Gachagua is, there's a time that when the G7, during the meeting of the G7, there is something that William Ruto said, that they are going to talk together with the Rigathi to find out whether a woman in their party, if a woman can become the deputy, or can become, if the president, someone who is vying for the presidency will be the man, then a woman should be the deputy.
Cecily Mbarire is the chair of UDA, not by default. It is deliberate and it is intentional. And one of the assignments she has is that we must, as a party, lead from the front, and we must make it in the rules, Madam Cecily Mbarire, that when Rigathi and myself tukifika hapo mbele na tumepangana, tumekubaliana vile itaenda, we must also agree that going forward, if a man is a candidate for president in our party, the woman must be the runner.
It forced the deputy president himself to come out to clarify that what the president meant was that after 2032, something like that could have happened. And we all know very well that nothing just happens.
Waziri wote ambaye ni wa mama wanafanya kazi kwa njia nzuri sana. Na kwa hivyo wakina mama watapewa nafasi kwa uongozi. Na vile rais ulisema jana ni kweli, tumeongea na tutaendelea kuongea vile hawa wakina mama huko mbele watashirikishwa katika serikali kuu wakiwa na nyadhifa ambaye iko na uzito. Kwa sababu hawa wakina mama wamejionyesha ya kwamba wako na umaarufu na wanaweza kupewa nafasi ya kuongoza. Si hiyo tumekubaliana? Lakini wengine unajua haku wanaelewa. Rais alisema ataniongelesha, tuwapange pale mbele tukimaliza mambo yetu. Sasa wengine walikuwa nafikiria ni saa hii. So lazima sasa mngoje kwanza nimsaidie rais kwa kipindi chake. Ikifika kutamatisha hapo, rais mwenyewe atatuongoza, atatuonesha vile tutapanga hawa mama na vile mambo yao itakuwa sawa sawa.
I normally tell you that in politics, nothing happens. Because as it stands, I know very well that those who normally collect data, they had collected data and they know very well that, okay, this thing was spoken by the president. And since this thing was spoken, this has been the reaction of the president himself. So it means that what he was saying is like there's a high chances of it happening. That is the second thing. The third thing, I want us to look at the relationship between William Samoei Ruto together with the Ndindi Nyoro in Mount Kenya. Because you can't tell me that somebody like Ndindi Nyoro is more powerful or has been in politics more than people like Moses Kuria, people like Kindiki, and even people like Kimani Chungwa. So why would it be that William Samoei Ruto is choosing to work closely with Ndindi Nyoro more than these other people? This is the reason. Number one reason is that William Samoei Ruto is trying to find his ways on how he can frustrate Rigathi Gachagua. Because he knows very well that if this thing arises, Ndindi Nyoro will have his own people, Rigathi Gachagua will have his own people. Why? Because, okay, some people will see that Ndindi Nyoro is working with me. So in short, they will feel like we can benefit here. And then other people who are supporting Rigathi Gachagua will say that, okay, since that Ndindi Nyoro is working with the president and we don't need the president, let us go back to our deputy president. So that in that case, it will bring division in between the people of the central. But there's something here that I'm telling you for free, that Rigathi Gachagua is going to form his own political party. And right now, Rigathi Gachagua is fetching or is looking for a running mate. We don't know how it's going to be, but bet me, in this platform, we'll come back to talk about this thing, or I will highlight this thing one day, that Rigathi Gachagua is looking for his running mate.
For the avoidance of doubt, it's good that I put it clearly today, during the day. In matters revenue sharing, Rigathi Gachagua, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, is a believer and a proponent of one man, one vote, one shilling.
Because, why am I saying this? Because he has realized that in the mountain, there is no one who is going to represent them. Because right now, the president himself has turned his back against him. He's now working with the people of Western. He's now working with other people instead of working with him closely. He's being sent into small errands that he's not even supposed to be sent to. So that is why I'm telling you for free that the time has come for the people of the mountain. And I would like the people of the mountain to hear this. The time has come for the people of the mountain to recollect themselves. During this, I know some people are saying that Rigathi Gachagua is the one who is supporting this Limuru 3. Some people are saying that William Uhuru Kenyatta is the one that's supporting this Limuru 3. This Limuru 3 has been supported by an anonymous person. And the person that is behind this thing, I want us to ask ourselves, why would Rigathi Gachagua talk about one man, one vote, one shilling? And this is one of the main things that is going to be discussed in Limuru 3. Rigathi Gachagua is not going to attend this meeting. Why? Because Rigathi Gachagua knows very well that suppose he makes a mistake of attending this meeting, it will be known that he's the one who has organized this meeting, and it will be known that he's the one behind all these things that is happening.
Let my sister mother come. Let Jeremiah Kioni come. Instead of coming to disturb the people of Limuru when you're having floods or you're having many challenges.
I don't know what you think. That is just my thought. I also like to give you a chance at the comment section so that you can tell me what you think. But before you do that, please don't forget to subscribe. After subscribing, you can also let me know where you're watching us from. If you're watching us from Germany, thank you very much for watching us from Germany. Those are watching us from Italy. Those are watching us from Saudi Arabia, from Iraq. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. And even those who are within the country, you can tell us the county where you're watching us from. And until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface. Bye-bye.